this film here at Magic Johnson Theater in Harlem called The Sun Rises in the East. This is my second time actually seeing this film. Very powerful documentary here. And I want to talk to you guys about my response to the film as I peruse through the streets of Harlem here. One of my favorite places in New York. Aside from like Flatbush and Fulton Street, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. So, it was my second time seeing this film, probably in the past month. That's how good the film was. And about it briefly. And then reflect on the revolution that is taking place by any means necessary here. So the film basically was a recap of this organization called the East that was birthed in Brooklyn, in New York, out of the need for more African-centered education, having more control over educating the youth, given that they saw the youth weren't being educated in the schools. Like, the teachers didn't really give two shits about the youth. And it's no surprise, right? Like, this is something that's still ongoing now. They don't care. A lot of times they send white teachers, non-melanated, non-black teachers to black community. Yes. Look at what happened. We wonder why we can't get over. We wonder why we can't rise. But oftentimes they send non-melanated teachers to our communities, teach our students, and they don't care about us. They don't treat us fairly. So that's what the film was about, how this organization called the East was birthed out of that need, right? Out of observing that we needed that. We still do. And that's the reason why Dr. Umar Johnson is pressed so hard to build the FDMG Academy. So across the street is Red Lobster. Terrible. I ate there. Actually ate there. I think like last year sometime. I didn't like it. It was poor service, poor food. What are they having over there at the Apollo?
We give the money away to them.
What are they having over there at the Apollo? Looks like a tour. So, oh, that's a cute dress. It's cute right there, right? So, yeah, basically, you know, that's the reason why Dr. Umar Johnson is pressed to build the FDMG Academy. Now, I have more to say about that. But back to the film, like the film was a documentary, and I like the premise of the film, right? I think it served its purpose. But there were some parts in the film that I really I didn't resonate with, because towards the end, they were talking about like what were the pitfalls of the organization, what led to the decline of it, right? As with a lot of African-centered organizations designed out of a need to unite, to build up the black community, they come to an end. Well, this is cute. Look at this. Look at that. Hi. This is my first time seeing this table here. This is cute. Hi. Thank you. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, I did it. Huh? No. I used to be, but no longer.
You should come out of retirement and work here with me.
What's this?
There's multiple things here, you know what I'm saying? I do the lashes,
Yeah.
tattoos, I'll do hair here, you know, I sell jewelry.
Okay.
Where you from, Brooklyn?
No, I'm actually from Florida, but I live in Upper East Side, Manhattan.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, those are cute. I like those.
Yeah, my boy, this is his store.
Yeah, how much are those?
Wait, you stepped off. I thought we went to the store.
Okay.
Let me get your card.
Okay. This is nice. I like the woodwork. So they were talking about the pitfalls, like what led to the decline of the East, right? And one lady was speaking on how they transitioned into this practice of polygyny, where man gets to have like more than one wife, and they were saying that it wasn't just about having more than one wife, but it was about nation building, and that's the argument, right? That's the rationale for it. Okay. 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 Thank you.
Yeah. I'm working until like 5 today.
Okay. So, I do need to get some, what else I want to get? I want to get some things for my bathroom. Some bath mats, and I want to get comforter. Is that up in here? See, I could get it from here, but then again, I want to walk back home, and then I want to have to take all this stuff. This is cute, right? I want to have to take all this stuff, carry all this stuff with me, walking back. So I may not get it from here. I love coming out here though. It feels like home to me when I come out here. Oh, that's cute. They got some cute stuff though. I might change my mind. Hold up. I might have to change my mind. Alright, so yeah, they were talking about how they transitioned to the practice of polygamy, with the men having more than one wife. And the lady said that was her cue right there. Like that's where she decided to step away from the East, the program, because she didn't want to be assigned a husband, right? Which I get that perspective. I just want to come in here. I'm not going to buy anything, but I get that perspective on one hand. But then I felt a certain kind of way about that though, because I'm like, what do you have? Bath rugs here. Hi. Yeah, those are cute. I like this material, but I think I want to stick with red though. I'm gonna keep it my theme in my bathroom. I like red. We got one. This glitter. Nah. Oh wait. Let's see. All right. So I think like that's part of the problem, because like we as a black community, it's like we have good intentions, right, to build, to stick together, but then we be falling off, we be slacking off, because it would be one thing that we disagree on, and then that creates dissension, and we break off, right? I think as with any organization too, though, So I'm like, what's so bad about that? They were like, no, they want to be assigned to share a man, or to be assigned to a family. And like they were saying, it was more about, it was more about building family, right? But I can see it from both perspectives, because some of the women probably like, nah, I'm not maybe having sex. I'm not giving myself up to these men, right? Just to please them. Like, it kind of sounds misogynistic and sexist. Look at this. This is cute.
Yeah, exactly.
I like this.
Y'all take, and I'll say, come.
Hi. You take cards?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have my square, but I don't have it today. That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's
I like.
the thing.
Right, I like.
Hello, sir. How are you? All right.
These are cute.
Oh, this is
I can understand why a lot of like these independent vendors don't take debit because that's a way to track your income. The government to track it. If you don't want to report all of your income, then take cash, basically. I understand it from that perspective. But yeah, I think women felt vulnerable in a sense, like to be taken advantage of, to be, for the system of polygamy, the purpose for which it was created for it to be abused. So that's why I can see it from that perspective. They're like, nah, I'm gonna stay on this side. But they're like, nah, they didn't want to participate in this. So one woman who was part of the East program, she was like, I decided to go to college. It was like, I knew that was it for me, and I decided to go to college. I'm just like, damn, right? And they say a lot of women followed suit. They left, and when a lot of women decided to step away, then that's when they changed the rule and said, okay, never mind. You don't have to practice polygamy with the men, right? The women didn't have to practice polygamy. But another part of that was they were saying how the women were assigned like feminine-based roles. They felt like only relegated to like the kitchen or teaching, and I'm just like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? But it's interesting to see how our struggle as black people intersects with other movements, right? That are pretty much spearheaded by white people, white women. The whole sexism movement, women's rights movement, that's not about black people, that's about white people. And that's kind of intersecting with the black movement, right? Our movement to rise and to gain equal rights. Creates confusion, right? So with that happening in the backdrop, so this was, I think the film, it was referencing a time period back in the 70s and the 80s, and that was like the time when the women's rights movement launched. This is where I got my color from.
By Lord Jesus Christ, they say.
I like it. Yeah, even Harlem is becoming more gentrified, so it's just so. Yeah, that's problematic because we can't see how our fight to rise above discrimination, rise above these movements designed to keep us down, right? Discrimination, segregation, gentrification. Like, we don't see how those movements are being used against us. We fall victim to it. And that's essentially, what happened. Like, in the backdrop of the East rising up, by this organization had good intentions rising up. The backdrop is what's happening. It's hard to do this video, to walk through Harlem and be like just taking in all the sights. It's so colorful, so much to see. It's kind of hard to do this at the same time. Oh, that's cute. That's cute right there. It feels good out here too. That's another thing. It's beautiful out here. But I wanted to walk home because there's a few places I want to stop at. But I wonder, what they built in there. What is this going to be? What the hell is this? Is it going to be residential? This building here. Yeah, with like women's rights movement happening in the backdrop of this organization rising, and the organization's pretty powerful, uniting like hundreds of black people in New York City. They said that's where the International African Arts Festival evolved out of. This organization called the East, so it's an annual festival. We got a whole bunch of gang of vendors. I actually went there. I think it was 2020. 2021. I think 2021 was the 50th year of the International Arts Festival. But I was there and actually made videos. So with that, oh, is that the same? That's the same dress I saw. That's the same dress I saw at Dance Africa when I was just in Brooklyn. I think that's the same vendor too. I'm not buying anything out here. Yo, look at this. I wonder when is that place gonna open? Crab Queens, seafood, and daiquiris. Oh, that's gonna be lit right there. Sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be lit. Whenever that place opens, I don't know if it's open or not. Baby. Yeah, we're gonna be the first one up in that place. So yeah, hello, how are you? I see you expanded, you have more things. Yeah, you expanded.
Expanded?
You expanded, you have more.
Oh, you know, every time I have to change the stuff, you know.
Yeah.
No, they were the same like that.
Okay, this is different though.
Yeah.
How much is this one?
I give you a good price if you like for you, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you the same price like this.
This is nice. I like that.
I'm back in here.
Yeah.
No, man.
Spacious. Okay.
I do here 70. I give you 60, okay? No, more file. Man, what do you file?
60. This is cute though. I like this. This would be the one I would pick out of all. But how do you close it? Like this? Interesting. You take debit?
Huh?
You take debit?
You can do Zelle or Cash App.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to end the live to do it. I'm like actually on a live video. You know, I'll just go ahead and go by. Let me go to the ATM.
Alright. I got it.
No, alright, don't sell it. I'm about to come back. Hard to pass up on that. It's cute, right?
Well, how are you, man?
Alright. Put that to the side. I'm gonna go to the ATM to Wells Fargo right there.
I hold it?
Yeah. Hello.
Dingolo.
You think I speak their language? I don't. I wish I did. I wish I spoke multiple languages. Alright, I'm gonna go to the ATM. So yeah, like this whole interception of our movements, right? I hate that shit. And that was a backdrop of what was happening then. And so you can tell, like, listening to those women talk, it's sad how, like, we'll have a fist, tight fist, and it begins to weaken and weaken and weaken and weaken and weaken over time, right? Where we just start loosening our grip. And we're no longer a unified front anymore, being negatively influenced by what's happening in the backdrop of these movements happening. So, yeah. That's one observation I noticed. And then there was another one I'm going to tell you guys about it in a minute. Another thing that they mentioned that was like problematic or led to the decline. It's just like, damn. But honestly though, I like how they kind of ended on a positive note to say like the East is still alive and well because there are a lot of legacies that were left. So some of the members in the East, they actually went on to create their own African-centered businesses, which I thought was cool. I was like, okay. One woman created a daycare, school. Another woman created like a dance academy. This motherfucker. Another woman created a dance academy. I'm just like, okay. And then the International Arts Festival.
Wait,
So,
outside of Angel?
I thought that was sweet.
I wonder if I should just
Give me a second, guys.
have like reservations or something.
Oh, I keep my word. Definitely.
Yeah, that's true. This is a party. I mean, they were saying that they'll go somewhere else. And maybe that's what, you know, we should do.
So I'll give you a
If it's a
deal.
line somewhere.
I hear ya.
Are you hungry?
$60? Have I ever paid that much for a purse? I don't think so. I don't think so. Run me my money. Girl got big bank. Girl got big bank. Hey. Let me stop flogging. They'll try to rob me. Guess best believe I'll be fighting back, yo. For real. I'm fighting back. Understand that shit. Alright, but yeah, so it was kind of disappointing. Like, it was a glimmer of hope at the end, because they were like, okay, this is what the legacy is of the East, right? With a lot of businesses being built from the inspiration, from the seeds that were planted, being part of the organization called the East. But it saddens me to see, like, why can't we maintain it? Why did we, why can't we maintain organizations like that? Why do they fall off? They don't have to. Why do they fall off? We're supposed to have this strong, united front.
Something like that, get down.
Kingdom business. Why look like Dr. Umar from the side? Look at this. What does it look like? Y'all see that? Alright. Then I had stole my purse. I went all the way to the ATM to get this cash. I don't even carry cash at all.
But the men.
I know, I heard you speaking the language. I was like, I can't speak it. I wish I could. I only speak English. Yeah. Yeah.
See the best? If you want to make long, just open it.
Oh, okay. Nice. It's gonna be my new purse. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the purse from? And what's the style? Senegal.
Yeah.
Are you Senegalese?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I saw you before when you
I
come
know.
last year.
Right.
When you moved me, we was meet here. You remember?
Right. I know. I know you. I remember
You
you.
say me I'm just coming back New York.
Right.
Where do you come? You say
LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Like that. I say, oh.
Yeah.
I know you.
Yeah.
I was in the BEM the last week, the show. You don't heard the
I
show?
went there too.
Oh, you went there?
Yeah, I went there. I think it was on Sunday or Saturday. One of those
Saturday
days.
there was really a lot of wind there.
Yeah.
They broke my tent.
I think it was Sunday because I went to see a film there.
No, the Saturday there was a lot of wind.
Wind,
And the Sunday
yeah.
and the wind, yeah. The Saturday and the Sunday and the grand, yo, that's a job, me mind me. That job when you get there, huh?
Right.
We're gonna grand, yeah, yo. Yeah, it's from Senegal.
Yeah.
We speak well.
Yeah, I figured it was a different language I can't speak. I was like, oh, too bad I can't speak it. I heard him when he was talking to
Where do
me.
you think I'm from? From Senegal.
Yeah. I mean, it could be Gambia, could be not Ghana. Yeah. All right, I like your flavor.
Yeah. Thank you, my love, my support.
All right. No, I don't. What is your Instagram? No, I don't have it.
Yeah, oh, you don't?
Yeah, I have Instagram. But I'm on live right now, so
No problem. Give me yours. I'm gonna
mine
follow you.
is Urban Authors. You are? Okay, let me type. That's me right here. So I'll follow you back, okay?
That's mine. Okay, the full.
Alright.
You're gonna see everything.
Yeah. Alright.
Thank you, my love. What's your name again?
Danielle.
Daniel El Haji. Nice to meet you, okay?
Nice. Take care of yourself now. Alright.
Go ahead, face by your baby, no more right?
Alright, so I have a bag I can put my water in now. She got the goodies. Alright, yeah, I know I wanted to cross over because there's something I want to see. I think it was on this side of the street. Hurry up before I get hit. Alright, so ooh, these people driving crazy out here. Yeah, I remember meeting him. You think I forget? I don't forget. I just didn't know that he was Senegalese. But every time I go over here, I always speak to him. So of course, can't forget. I know exactly who he is. My homeboy. Because when I first met him, she was dry. I think that was, he said 2021. I think that was like 2020 though. It was dry out here because that was like the peak of the pandemic. And, you know, he was new to New York. He was new. And I was like, you know, I just moved back. But he was definitely new out here. Just trying to get his footing. He was new, straight from Africa new. And I welcome him and I encourage him to, you know, he's going to do well. Just like, don't worry, you're going to do great out here. I wished him well. Gave him my blessings. But so, what was I saying? Let me get my mind back on track what I was saying. How song is that? So yeah, I was like, it's kind of discouraging, but then not so, you know, because they were talking about how, okay, the movement, the East, got just also disrupted by COINTELPRO, you know, the FBI putting in their PSYOP operations, trying to dismantle what they had built. How they were infiltrators. Look, somebody dropped their ring on the ground. Love your outfit. Thank you. Somebody dropped their ring. Maybe it's not good luck anymore. I don't know. Alright, but yeah, so it's just like, and then they talk about gentrification, how I think they said the statistic was back in 1975, Bed-Stuy had, what was the fucking number? Oh, Bed-Stuy was 75% black. And then they said now 2000, no, this is still, sorry, 2000, what is it, 2000 Bed-Stuy was 1975. Now 2021 Bed-Stuy is like 45% black. That's fucked up. I was at this talk also in Brooklyn, how they were also just talking about gentrification and the impact on the number of the blacks that live in New York, specifically in Brooklyn. It's sad. People don't really understand gentrification.
Mama Africa.
With a necklace. Thank you. People don't understand Africa. People don't understand like gentrification, right? Like how it works and the cause of it. On one hand, it seems like they uplifting the community, they building it up, but then they raise the prices astronomically so that the demographic of people who live there can't afford it. So they're forced to move out. But there's some resilient black people here in New York City, in Harlem and Brooklyn, and they ain't going no goddamn where. They're like, fuck this shit, I ain't going nowhere. They find a way. So I like that. A lot of black people that own businesses in Harlem and in Brooklyn. Like, nope. They're not going anywhere. So yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. I'm just absorbing the sun. I'm gonna stop at one of these stores. Grab. I want to get some bath mats and some bedding. My bed. So really I wanted to. I caught the bus over here from Harlem. From Upper East Side. I caught the bus from Upper East Side where I live to Harlem. I was wondering like, when is this hot weather really gonna kick in? This weather been teasing us. It's like it's semi-hot, a little bit, like in the 70s. Nah, that ain't it. I'm talking about where the 90s weather is. Where the 90s at. But yeah. So yeah, that movie obviously anything that's like about revolution, change, it made me think about Dr. Umar Johnson's mission to build a school. And how now, like they're coming with so many different distractions. With so many different scandals trying to tear him down, right? Saying like, oh, he was at this mall, which I think is really promotion for the mall and for that vendor. But it was like he was at the mall talking to this non-black woman, one of the vendors there. They tried to make it seem like he was flirting with her because he was, exchanging laughs with her. Just pettiness, silly, ignorant shit. Right? Anything to try to dismantle this man's plan to advance the progress of the black community. And I was like, that's a damn shame. It's funny though. I always come to Harlem. I don't live here. I do live like, I would say it's walking distance for me. I walk here, but it's a good, I don't know, 2 miles from where I live. How far? I never looked to check to see. How far is Harlem from where I live? Not that far. But I like this neighborhood, I just feel at home in Harlem. I just feel like alive here. So this is probably where I should move at. I should just go ahead and buy a brownstone here. Right here in Harlem. Or if I don't reside here, I could definitely start some programs here. I need to. That's what it's about, giving back to the community. I've always been about myself. Not as easy as one may think, especially the way Dr. Umar Johnson is trying to do it with doing it independently. No government funding, no funding from white investors. That's not easy to do that. Otherwise, it would have been up and running. He was willing to take money from colonizer, from Caucasians, and they're going to dictate how things should be ran, right? So he don't want to go about it that way. I feel that. But it's beautiful. Beautiful day out. I like this building right here, Harlem Children's Zone, Promise Academy. And I saw a documentary on that too as well. But I get shown much respect and love when I come out here to Harlem. It's nice. Alright, where is that building? A little further down that I saw. Oh, so the guy thought that I was from Senegal because I am wearing a Senegalese skirt. He was like, my skirt, I don't know if you guys can see my skirt. But he was like, speaking Senegalese, saying, where am I headed? When I went to the bank. So I wish I could speak another language, but I only speak English, unfortunately. I think it would be nice to speak Swahili, because I know a lot of Africans can speak Swahili across different countries in Africa. Alright. Okay, here it is, right here. So this is what I was saying right here. So I heard that they are building, extending the Q train to Harlem. And look, this is what I wanted to see right here. 2nd Avenue subway. Look at this. Welcome to the Community Information Center. This exhibit will show you the benefits of the 2nd Avenue subway, the construction methods we will use to build it, and how community outreach will keep you informed and connected to the project. So they're going to extend the Q line. Right now the Q goes, the northernest it goes is to 96th Street. But they said they're going to extend it to, oh shit, look, there's a map right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But there's a map. So right now it just goes to 96th Street. 96th Street, I think, is like the border between Harlem and Upper East Side. But they're going to extend it to 125th Street Transit Hub. Okay. So when is this project supposed to take effect? That's what's up. I'm looking forward to that. I saw this. I was like I was on the train. I mean, on the bus on my way over here, and I saw that. I was like, okay then. But and the other things that we're saying is how as soon as we try to build something, we start to build something, people want to tear it down. People want to speak negatively about it. And I'm like, that's so true. You know. Quick to do that with our own, and that's a degree, that's sickness right there. It doesn't take a sick person to do that. You know, tear down your own shit with your building. It's sick. It's sick and it's sad, yo. But at the same time, I think we can learn from our mistakes and our failures and do things differently. Look at this motherfucker. If I get hit, y'all see. Y'all see what hit my ass. So, like, for example, even with Dr. Umar Johnson's school, right? Seeing, like, there are a lot of mistakes that happen. Not to point fingers at who did it, right? But just look at what went wrong with his mission, even though he's still pressing forward. But I think it's gonna be hard, especially the location he's at. It's gonna take a lot of miracle to happen. It's just still likely, right? It could happen. I don't know what the possibility or the probability of it, but it's possible that you can still make it happen at that location. But I certainly believe that it's gonna be difficult because he owes taxes. And I thought that he had already got that, the entity set up where he made it a non-profit and didn't have to pay taxes on it. But apparently, no. That's not the case. Apparently that's not the case, that he owes taxes on it. And if you owe taxes on the building with the donations that you're receiving, that's going to take away from get the preparation, right? Getting the building prepared for opening, and on top of that, the operation, the costs that go into the operation, right? Aside from just the preparation, so it's just setting things back, and he's definitely not getting the degree of funding that he needs. Okay, I thought I had flipped the camera. But he's definitely not getting the level of funding that he needs to make this thing happen, And, I'm curious to see what is happening with Tariq Nasheed's museum that he's supposed to be building out. And thank you. And, see, it's just so much love. to see like what's happening with his museum that he's building out in Los Angeles. Is he going to continue across the street? Is he going to continue with it? I'm about to end this video because these birds are bold as hell. These birds are damn near flew into my face just now. Or should he move it to Atlanta? I think one of the mistakes that he made specifically was letting people know the location. You already know they don't want to see us build shit, right? So why the fuck are you telling them the location of the building? And then when he did that, he raised the funds, and I know he had to use like the location of the building. He made a promo video to solicit for donations, in which he achieved that in his time period within 30 days. But meanwhile, before he can get all the money, somebody went in, purchased the building, and it was in the escrow. So it's like, what the hell? What the fuck? You can't even freaking do nothing. It's crazy. It's insane. So I think he's learned his lesson to keep his mouth shut. But they tell you that it's better to learn from the mistakes of other people than to learn from your own mistakes. That's where I think he fucked up, because if he would have seen that what was happening to Dr. Umar Johnson was more of an attack than Dr. Umar Johnson, that he was accusing Dr. Umar Johnson of being a scam and being foolish, making poor decisions. But no, if you would have thought that it wasn't necessarily Dr. Umar Johnson the reason why things were going wrong with the purchase of a building, it took him years to find a location, though he had his eyes and his money set on different locations. I think even the school that he was going to purchase in Virginia, Tariq Nasheed fell prey to the attacks, right? He joined in with the attacks, people attacking Dr. Umar Johnson, instead of him learning from that and siding with him to see, like, nah, anytime as a black person you're doing something for the community, they're going to come and disrupt that shit. And then turn you out to be a scam artist. So now, funny enough, the same thing is happening to Tariq Nasheed now. That he thought he was invincible from. Interesting. Interesting and sad at the same damn time. It's just like, they say, okay, it's best to move in silence, but not really. You gotta just get shit done. The word is gonna get out. That's just point blank, period. Even if you try to move as a secret society in secrecy, the word's still gonna get out. People still gonna know. I think this is the street right here. Alright, I'm about to end this video. But take a look. Take a look at this. My thing is, we just need more jobs, yo. That's what it is. More opportunities for black people. Creating our own. I gotta go. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I do have more to say on this, but I kind of want to refocus my attention as I head back home. Love you guys.